Libra, welcome to your session. And keep in mind that this is a general session, Libra, and do not force any channel messages. Libra, air sign. And keep in mind that this is a general session, and the only request I ask of you, Libra, is that you do not force any channel messages. Thank you. Moving forward, if you are new, hi, I am SGL Spiritual Guide and Light. Welcome. You can also become a spiritual guide and light if there are messages that are the messages that are released in this session. If you have an extension, meaning you can rephrase it so that it's more layman so others can understand the message, feel free to share your interpretation of a message. That's definitely shedding light for Libra and Libra placements and the collective. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of the channel. If you are returning, welcome back. May you find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need. Libra, I have a few direct message, but there's a message coming in right now. And that message, I'm hearing that song, For the Love of Money. I don't know what culture background you come from, and it's not specific, but if you are dealing with someone who does not believe in your gifts or whatever you do for a line of work, don't not give up. Okay, you can level up, but do not allow any outside influence to make you feel like whatever your gift is will not make room for you. I'm always going to let you know when the message comes up where I have to remind you, Libra, that who's assigned to you is already assigned to you, and who's aligned with you is already aligned to you. And the visual illustration that I can give you is there is a door with your name on it. And when you're ready to open up that door, you don't have to go out of your way. You don't have to sacrifice yourself. You don't have to lose yourself because you already, once you're in alignment, who's assigned to you are going to be assigned to you. So you don't have to doubt, and don't worry about those who are worried about your pockets and what's not working for you, because there's learning lessons, there's a learning curve. And that's what goes into these direct message that I have for you. And I will go ahead and let you know what those direct messages are once I light this incense. So as I'm lighting this incense, so one moment. So definitely there could be someone or a group or individuals or someone that's recruiting people to pay attention to your pockets. Don't go out of your way to um, don't go out of your way to confront or to put anyone in their place, because that can take you out of alignment. Just know those who speak ill will or speak an alignment into your life, it's because they have broken down to where they have to rebuild their path, because it's kind of like someone, it's, let's just say I say, you know what, Libra, you're in the healthcare field and you're not going to grow in the healthcare field. I'm just giving you an example on how a person can detonate their pathway, and they try, it's deeper than trying to project someone's turmoil onto you. It's someone that speaks like to where you have to reconstruct the pathway. And it's like, what you do is you ask divine not to just protect you from the unknown spirits that are within other people, because the tongue is the sword. And so if something is not going right in someone else's life, um, and they are speaking uh, words that will take you off of alignment, just ask divine to keep you aligned. And anything outside of you, that they are held accountable. Okay. And that's going to teach people to keep their names out of your mouth. So let me go ahead. Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition as an intuitive reader. Allow this session to bring clarity, confirmation, and understanding for Libra and Libra placements. Juanita, I see you. Okay. Just give me a moment. I'll get to you. Um, so the channel messages that I tapped into was the learning curve, the learning process, learning. What are you learning at this time? What do you want to learn at this time? Can you be honest and reveal to yourself what you can change? Who are you? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to become? Your preparedness is involved with learning. You are in control of your manifestations. Do you believe in manifestations? Say what you mean and do what you say. Do what you say you're going to do. Don't make any commitments that are outside of you. Trusting your intuition is important. No difference between your intuition and fight or flight instincts. If something that does not feel right is something, okay, if something doesn't feel right, is that something beneficial? If so, it will allow you to grow as a person, and you are guarded. You are guarded, and that means you are afraid. Okay. It's deeper than taking a leap of faith. So you're going to need to learn the difference from fight and flight instinct, or just being afraid to go out. How do I want to say, go outside of yourself, because that's what you're being asked not to do when it comes to your intuition. Making sure that you are internally whole. Work on being in more control, Libra. Okay, I will let you know these direct messages as we conclude your session as well. Um, so let's go ahead and get started. Um, all right, you're welcome. All right, Libra, let's see what messages come up for you. Juanita, you're more than welcome to step out, come back. I'm going to get to you as we conclude the reading, okay? But I do appreciate your presence. Thank you. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and see what's going on. Okay, Libra, you have emotional sanctuary. So this is kind of confirmation with instinct and intuition and decision making. It is the musician energy with the manifestation and preparedness and having everything that you need um, to manifest or to get something done or to be prepared for something. Um, but if you don't know how to use all the tools that you have access to, right? When do you begin? Are you open to learning all of the tools that you have access to when it comes to demand with the power of this sword, your tongue? You have this emotional sanctuary coming through. It says you are craving emotional safety and peace. It's time to withdraw briefly and rebuild your inner sanctuary. Give yourself permission to rest and heal, Libra. That is a direct message. You have soul contract. Hold on. You have the situation. You have soul contract, inner union, and a lost signal. Okay. For some of my Libras and Libra placements, you are not in control. What I see here. And, some of you are afraid of independently. I'm not telling you to be single. I'm just let me deliver the message. You are afraid to do something alone. All right. You fill in the blank of what that is. When you complete your assignment, what's supposed to be will be people, places, or things. When you are not in control of your life and yourself, Libra, you're lost. Okay, with this lost signal, it says you feel abandoned or disconnected from your purpose. It is not gone. It is waiting for you to recalibrate, stop, listen, and realign your internal compass. All right, you have everything that you need to be able to do so. If you are thinking about material things, you are a Libra or a Libra placement that needs to be at a standstill because you are way off the grid line. Like, this has to do with learning all the powers within as you being an individual and command and demand. I don't know how to at this time because I'm still fairly new when it comes to the tarot world and as a guide. And so it's a learning process for me. So you can also be a spiritual guide and light if you have additional an extension to the message. Definitely comment in the comment section so that others will be able to tap into the message as well. Um, I don't want to focus on this soul union because it feels like you would compromise your happiness to make someone else happy. And the end result is if you control your happy, everything will fall into place. Okay. Yeah. And whoever you think that you're supposed to be with, you are going to meet the person that you're supposed to be with once you take control of your happy. And so hopefully I'm not the barrier of bad news. Um, so you have sacred union and illumination and sacred pause here. So it looks like some of you Libras will put yourself on pause to people please or to you're thinking that someone is your person and they are not. For some of you, if this has to do with family, you're sacrificing your own self and living life to preserve the happiness for everyone else. But it's going to force you to go in to be in control, which is going to be very challenging. And on this path that you would take, it is going to be scary. But once you learn what you have access to, you have your sword, you have your water, you have your fire, you have your table, you have your staff, you have your angel guides, as above, so below. You have your angelic beings, and anything outside of that. It's just once you take this journey that you can't take anyone with you. This is you. Um, you then will be in more control, Libra. All right. With this sacred pause, it says you are being asked to pause and allow your inner systems to catch up. Growth continues even in stillness. Trust the sacred timing. Again, Libra, what is supposed to be will be. Give me a word of advice, please. And I will go over the direct messages that I received. Your word of advice is purpose. It says, I know what I am here to do. Isn't that confirmation? Don't restrict yourself and don't allow anything outside of you to restrict yourself as well. Any other additional messages for Libra? All right, this is coming in reverse. Free will. So you can turn this around and gain your power back. But I think you're going to go on a pathway of learning. You're going to be being prepared. Um, it says get out of your cocoon. Yeah, and that could be scary because I'm an ambivert, and I want to let you know that the mind Our mind could be our worst enemy. And I promise you, when I learned that I was an ambivert, and what that is I'm an introvert and an extrovert. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because some people say, oh, I'm an introvert, and no, I'm an extrovert. And a lot of people fail to realize that they're ambiverts as well. And what an ambivert is someone where you would have that fire energy to mingle and to get out in public and, to create memories, right? But you have to have that moment to get back to yourself to recharge because you're sensitive to energies, okay? Um, and so what that is when it's time to recharge, you have to position yourself to be able to do so. Because if you're not able to do so, it can position you into a lower vibration where time starts passing by and it's very hard to get back into mingling. And it doesn't necessarily say you have to talk to people, but just being out in the open. All right. And don't mistake safety space from, oh, well, SGL said I got to get out. No, what you deem as a safe space, allow that to be a safe space, but just remind yourself that you are not falling into a sunken place. I don't want any of you guys to fall into a sunken place. And always remind yourself if you purchase a little canvas and, you know, draw intention. What is your intention for today? If it's just to maintain your peace, your purpose for today is to maintain your peace. If it's to be happy, okay, do you want to laugh in happiness? Or are you just wanting to be satisfied of the simple things? You really want to build a relationship with yourself, and it's going to take time. You're going to have to give yourself more chances. When I tell you, if you are a forgiving person, be prepared to forgive your own self, and then sacrificing your being to forgive someone else. Work on forgiving yourself, and you'll become more whole internally, and it will show externally, okay? That's when people are going to say, hey, Libra, there's something different about you. Say thank you. And that's it. And that's all. Don't go into details. Just say thank you. Don't give any ways for anyone to infiltrate the guidance that you are establishing within yourself. All right. So who was that? Juanita? Let me go ahead and pull your card. Oh, before I do that, let me give you those direct messages again. And the direct messages that I channeled for you was the learning curve, the learning process, learning. What are you learning at this time? What do you want to learn at this time? Can we be honest and reveal to yourself what you can change, who you are, who do you want to be? Who do you want to become? Your preparedness is involved with learning. You are in control of your manifestations. Do you believe in manifestations? Say what you mean and do what you say you're going to do. Don't make any commitments that are outside of you. Trusting your intuition is important. No difference between your intuition and fight or flight instincts. Know the difference between those. If something doesn't feel right, it's something, and if something that doesn't feel right, and this something that doesn't feel right is beneficial, don't run from it because it's going to allow you to grow as a person. So try to learn the difference from uh, being afraid and guarded. Work on being in more control. Libra and Libra placements. Okay, let's go ahead. All right, Juanita, let's go ahead and pull your card. What direct message do you have for Juanita? And just a FYI, the things that I reveal personally with me, these are things that I've learned like back in 2008, 2009. So imagine if I revealed to you my current life and personal experiences, it will blow your mind, literally. I promise you it would. It probably will give you another trajectory on your projection of spiritual guiding light. Believe me, when it comes to problem solving, It didn't happen overnight. Being able to identify, being the only child up to 17 years of age. And listen, okay, I am not a reader who's coming on here just to tell you something that you want to hear. Okay, moving forward, Juanita, transformation. Let love transform you forever. All right, that's your direct message, Juanita. Don't forget love is kind, and don't forget that love is gentle. Until we meet again.